We have some of the student leadership from New Bedford High School in here this morning. Dana Consaccio, Tyler Brierly, Catherine Gomes, and Alexandra Soki. Right off the bat, having the teachers in here on Monday from the New Bedford School District, the last thing in the world that Fun 107 wanted to do was make you feel bad about your school, about yourselves. That was the last thing in the world that Fun 107 was looking to do. And if that happened, that was an unintended consequence. And I'm really sorry about that. And I'm saying I am because Lauren, she hates this stuff. she just Lauren, you just want to talk about...
I just want everything to be like unicorns and butterflies. So...
When you get a call from teachers that are saying that there are still attacks happening this school year that have gone unreported, it's difficult if you're sitting in my chair not to listen to that. That's serious stuff. So having said that, if that happened, if that made you guys feel bad about your school, or if you feel that was the last thing in the world I was looking to do, and I hope you guys understand where we were coming from with that and why it's important for us to talk about something like that. If that stuff is going on, that's no good. And that means that teachers are spending time on that garbage rather than spending time and giving you guys the greatest education possible.
And that's not fair to you guys.
It is not.
Really, thank you for that, what you just said. Listening to the teachers' interviews, a lot of it seemed to be pointed at New Bedford High for us students. It seemed to be pointed at us, and, it was like just another thing. But really what we're upset about is what the interview sounded like afterward with Jonathan Carvalho. We felt like maybe he was getting shot down just a little bit trying to promote what we do, and he was just trying to clear some of that up, and we thought it would have gone over a little bit better than it did.
Yeah, so that interview didn't really go as planned for us either. We just kind of expected that to be the administration side of the story, and I think we were just a little taken aback when he was not aware of the fact that there was a disciplinary hearing for that teacher who had the chair thrown at her last year. So I think that kind of went off the rails there.
When I heard that, it seemed like when you were talking to Jonathan Carvalho, you kind of just boxed him into a corner with that. But with the disciplinary hearing...
But that's an important fact.
It is a very important fact, but the teachers shouldn't have been afraid, in my opinion, because you have all these councils, you have all these meetings they can go to, and with the disciplinary hearing, we have an article here that states, that nothing happened in the disciplinary hearing.
Right.
She wasn't punished. It was just an investigation that needed to be done because it was such a crucial incident in the school.
Right, so she got cleared by that disciplinary hearing, but she had to go through the disciplinary hearing.
But because it was such a big fiasco, and they had she didn't report it on time. So nothing ended up really happening to her. So in that case, I feel like if the teachers knew more about it, then they wouldn't have been afraid.
Fair point. I think where it went off the rails, though, was when he denied that there was a disciplinary hearing. So he just didn't have his fact correct there. So I think that's where I was just stunned that he didn't have that.
John Carvalho also brought up the good things that happened at the school. He also brought up the National Honor Society.
Yes.
And we wanted to get recognition for the advanced placement students, the Honor Society, and the kids who really thrive and succeed at the high school, and not just the minority.
Absolutely. No, and let me just say this. Anybody who thinks that these kids that we're talking about here, that we were talking about the other day, represent the greater student body in New Bedford High School, they're sorely mistaken. And the teachers did say that. They said that we're talking about a very small percentage of the students, and I think that can't be highlighted enough, that this is a very small segment of troubled kids that we're talking about here. And so, again, the vast majority of the kids who go to Bedford High School are kids like I'm looking at right now.